let's lie on the box again that he has back and forth shoulder movement just like we did with Scorch here. Yeah! Stay tuned to the end of this video for a special surprise customization trying something crazy. What is up, everybody? Nick Lego Stava here, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing and comparing the original Transformers Armada Megatron to the new Legacy Evolution Armada Megatron. I will also quickly be unboxing this. Oh wow, I just frantically was looking around for this other cannon piece since this came in the package in vehicle mode, and it's just sitting in the bottom of the box. Mama moo. There you go. That shitty flap right there. I hate when they do those flaps. They are garbage. I wish they would stop doing them. So yes, there's his fist. No opening fucking hands on a Voyager sized leader class figure. That's $55 plus tax, like 60 bucks. No movable hands on him. Yay. So yeah, there's that down. Let's turn that around. Turn his legs around. Move his face thing down. Does that even fucking go down how it did before? I'm used to that one. That's just easy. Is this one jammed or something? Oh, you joke fuck. You joke fuck. Oh my god. Go down! Come on! What the hell? Oh, wow! Why would they do that? Wow! That doesn't even go up and down like it did on this. I thought that was the case. I've not watched any reviews on this at all. I'm gonna put this part in the video. That pisses me off. What a joke. Alright. Well, getting these both into vehicle mode. Of course, these shoulder pylons are loose on mine. Get in frame, camera. Get in frame. Let's back up. Oh my god. These shoulder pylons are loose. I cannot win. I cannot. Alright. So there he is. Let's move him up. Let's push that back. You get his little chode cannon back there, unless you have this thing on there. But then this. Let's tilt the camera. Let's have the tripod malfunction during the video I'm making. Oh. Okay, let's put that on there. Very tight fit. And he can probably do his dick mode or whatever. Alright. Not worried about that right now. What I am worried about is actually comparing these two figures. So there is a 20-year difference on these. And let's get these boxes out of the way so I actually have space here to do the damn video. Alright. So we have two Armada Megatrons, Armada Megatri, in front of us. Alright. So you'll note that the original is bigger. Now this is decent size. It's not quite Voyager how I was picturing it in my head. But one major L is these shoulders. Why do they not bend back and forth? They did this joke of a nonsense of having the flap. That is garbage. I hate when they do that. They did that on the frickin' G2 Prime / Scourge / ugly ass Toxictron. Okay, I hate when they do that flap like that. It's garbage. Look at how garbage his arm looks bent forward. That's stupid nonsense that you shouldn't have to deal with. Someone will probably come up with a 3D print kit that'll actually make that shoulder movable like somebody did with the Scourge / G2 Prime. Look over here on the original. It does that with click joints. Wow. The one thing this has in articulation over this damn near makes the thing fucking entirely better. Wow. What a joke. What an absolute joke of engineering. Okay. So with that out of the way, this has a lot of play features. We'll get into that in a moment. But you can just see these horns are less, like, imposing. Like, this just looks more imposing. This is still just going to probably be on the shelf, and if I use this, it'll probably be an animation or something, because it is overall more articulate but just the shoulders are mind-boggling why they didn't do that. And also this flap adds 3 layers of different fucking colors on the treads. You got the green on the side here, you got the purple in the middle here. It's just nonsense that you shouldn't have to deal with. Okay, so articulation. This does have wrist swivel on this wrist. Look at that, wrist swivel, no opening hand. No opening hand, just a molded open hand. Yay! And it seems like they just kind of did that for the hell of it, because this one, they didn't have equal hands on this, so they were like, well, let's not have equal hands on this, but let's not make it actually open or do anything. Let's just do it for the hell of it, which they did. This one actually can move a little bit. It's just not a closed fist like that, because they are on springs, and this gadget goes in here with this Minicon. Look at that, the Minicon's on there. Boom, I got a dagger. I'm gonna stab you in the dick, Prime. All right, so let's take off the Minicons on here and we'll really get to comparing. I had him loaded up with Minicons on the shelf for like 2 years now. So let's take them off. We'll depower original Armada Megatron and get to comparing finally. Fuck. Okay, so this has thigh swivel. This has legs moving back and forth. They're not quite ratchet joints. They're just notch joints. So if you move them around a bunch, you're just going to wear down those notches and fuck it up. Yeah. Okay. The knees. This has actual knees. Yay. What a concept. Movable legs on a fucking figure. Yeah. Okay. Look over here. You do get side movement. Fucking idiot. You can do the splits, Megatron. You can do the splits, Megatron. You can probably move your cannon right in between your legs and have a big cannon dick. And yes, the sounds still work on this 20-plus-year-old figure. You can also have him do this. Can this figure do that? No, it cannot do that. It cannot do this monstrosity here. Shut up. Son of a bitch. Now, if you want to do the legs like that, you have to open this flap like this, and it looks stupid. So no, you can't quite do that. I'm not even going to bother doing it with the other thing. Can we move this cannon down and around? No, they prevent it. They prevent it from moving over one more notch so Megatron can have a cannon cock. You cannot do cannon cock mode on this one. That's an L in my book. Okay, moving on. Now he looks like he's doing some freaking stance. All right. Now we already know this is more articulated for the most part. It's really in the legs that are more articulated here, because that not moving it's just mind-boggling at this price point why they did not do that. Then I could say that it's pretty much a leap above this in every single way, but it's really the leg area that is the upgrade here, in all honesty. I mean, it's a little bit more accurate. Like I said, the horns are shrunk down, a little more screen accurate to the show, but on the shelf, this thing is just, it's still unmistakable. Look at how awesome these shoulder pylons look, and look at how how much better this looks with the treads just not having 3 different colors on them and just looking stupid. That looks dumb as hell to me. So, there's that. This is going to make sounds at me again, probably. Oh no, we got away scot-free on that one. He could do the side cannon like he does in the show. Let's move his legs back. I mean, this thing is just a honking beast. I wish I had the scale in here. I really don't know where the damn scale went. Maybe a crackhead came and took it and moved it in their crack den. I don't know where the hell it went. Okay, it's about to cut me off. I'm going to continue. Hopefully you're still here. Dun, 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 dun. Look what I found. The scale. Must have found it in that crack den. All right. Let's see. The old one is, let's not balance on him, 15.491 ounces, and that's with no Minicons attached to him, and his missiles are there. So there's that. Alright, get off there, zero out. Why don't you actually zero out, not imaginary 0.3 fucking whatever the fucks, and actually get on there. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. 8.5. 0.952 ounces. You can feel it. You can for sure feel the difference. We're back! We didn't really go anywhere, but can you put Minicons on the new Armada Legacy Evolution Prime? Let's test that theory. Now, there are no Minicon ports on this figure. Not one Minicon port on this figure. What a joke. Are you kidding me? What a joke. Are you kidding me? So there are no Minicon ports. Yes, you can put the little Micromasters. You can flip out the ones that have a peg on them and peg them on there. Those are Micromasters. Those are not Minicons. Why do you not have Minicon ports on a leader class Armada era updated figure? It's mind-boggling. Armada, like none of the Armada stuff that's been coming out has had it. None of them. It's so stupid. What, are they going to have the ports on there instead of the peg hole when they eventually do the Minicons? If they're even going to do them. They probably won't. And I'll have to 3D print design them if I ever have the drive to do that, which I've been just pissed off lately. Joke. Okay. So no Minicon ports on them. Let's see. What Minicon activities can this Megatron do? So like we already went over the dagger. He has them on the shoulders. I mean, you could literally deck this Megatron out in Minicons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's probably another one hidden in his ass. I mean, there's 8 Minicon ports on him. Not one on the... Oh, wait. 9! Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of Minicon... Wait! 10! 10! Is there really 10 Minicon ports on here and there's none on the new one? What a joke. So the painted detail, pretty similar actually, on the legs at least. Painted silver, painted silver, painted silver, painted silver in 3 stripes instead of this whole area. So yeah, that's kind of similar there. But then you go over to the side of the leg, nothing on the side of the leg. You have the silver on this side, all right. And then you go on to the shoulders. These shoulders, I hate the shoulders on this guy. They look awful. Every time I look at it, you're gonna look at it from the side. You're gonna be like, oh hey, what's this? Oh, it's just a panel. I'm Megatron. I'm really Megatron. Look at my chode ass arm when I move it up. Can I move my awesome shoulder pylons back? No, I fucking can't. Okay. I'm really half kind of joking because I was initially hyper pissed off when I got one without horns that I almost didn't get this figure. I wanted it because I do plan to get the Armada Legacy Evolution Prime at some point, but and then this, of course, you're not going to have any missile firing because, you know, they stopped doing cool shit like that. But you had the... Come on, what? Can that only do it when it's forward? Well, I guess we can't fire this one either. It's stuck in there. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's just a friction fire. It's still making sound after 20 years. The new one doesn't have any sound shit. Let's see what this does. Wait, let's move this forward. You know, we'll explore that in tank mode. Okay. So is there anything else in robot mode? I know this isn't structured. I haven't done a fucking review in a long ass time. So we're just going to go about it and see what happens. But yeah, there's the robot modes. Let's get them in vehicle mode. Oh wait, the fucking feet. Is there tilt? There is no fucking tilt on the feet. You have to completely disconnect that whole thing. Yeah, okay. Okay, for a second there I was about to have a little meltdown. But yes, there is ankle tilts. It is kind of strange how it has to completely disconnect when they probably could have just initially had it on the inner foot. But whatever, that's how they did it. They did that little detail in there. It would have been cool if that was silver. But yeah, it does give it a nice snap in there. But hollow feet, complete chunk feet. Yeah, this guy versus this guy. These shoulder pylons won't even stand it straight up. They're fucking loose. I might just return this. Honestly, it's pissing me off. Just looking at it. Just looking at look at this on a leader class. No. Hey Megatron, can I pull it onto you so you can power up?
No. You're going to have to peg me like Big Daddy Micromaster over here.
Here are the face sculpts. Will say the new one is definitely more accurate, of course. The old one is looking junky. He almost looks a little bit chubby. But guess what? This new one might as well be a KO. There is no Decepticon symbol molded in or even tampographed in the center. And I don't know why they molded that down like it was actually going to be able to slide up and down. It's so stupid. Why can it not do that? Why does it not have a molded in Decepticon symbol there? Honestly, this is a leader class figure. They should be able to not have giant ass gaps in the arm like that. They should have the panels that flip open. That should be standard on all leader class figures. It's even on some Voyagers. I love when they do it. Just come on, it's a joke. It is a joke. Look at that. You cannot tell me that that molded in Decepticon symbol would have cost them any more money. It's dumb. And look at how that doesn't, like, that's only molded as much as it needs to be. That's molded like down more, even though it doesn't slide up and down at all. You have to move it to do it. How I had to figure that out for myself earlier, being pissed off. But yeah, look at this. You can even kind of do like a half mask mode with this. Sometimes I did that. Come on, get up there. Do like a half mask mode. He's got a little battle mask up. So yeah, you could do that on that. You cannot do that on this. But you do get that more accurate sculpt. And even the back of his head is painted as well, which is pretty nice. Back of the head is also painted on here, but it's just painted different. It's just got the blackish gray that carries over. Yep, and he just decided to fall over because his feet are fucking hollow like that. It's so stupid. Dumb. Alright. I think I'm just gonna wrap this up. I don't even think I'm gonna do vehicle mode. I'm just pissed off. It's a freaking Cybertronian alienish tank. I'm getting fed up with Hasbro, folks. Well, I just discovered another low IQ missed opportunity on this thing. Actually, multiple of them, and I'm going to explain them right now. So this piece can move up and it pops off. You would think that would be a 5mm peg. And you could go on the other hand here and give him rocket hands on this side too. No, it's not. It's a whole different system mushroom peg just for this thing to clip on. What is the point of that? Genuinely tell me, what is the point of that at all? That doesn't fire or come out whatsoever at all. And then over here, another one, look at this. They could have just had that have a little circle hole in there, and that could have been a Minicon port. Well, Big Daddy has gone into the Shadow Realm. Really not where I wanted to put him, but I cannot see him. I've tried to fish him out. Don't. He's vanished. He's gone forever. Gone but not forgotten. Well, I've taken about a week-long break in trying to review this figure. I was going to just do a part 2, but I waited, and it's going to be all one video. So hopefully you're staying tuned for this marathon video. I'm actually going to get to vehicle mode. I'm going to go over all the other little bits of articulation that I missed in my fit of rage. So let's do that right now. So the arm articulation is definitely way better on the old one, honestly. Like, you can still move the arms out. Pretty much everything is a ratchet joint on the original, and it's not on the new one, that's for sure. These are just, I like that they move in and out, but they need to move in and out and back and forth. It would not, it's like just dumb engineering. It's like they already had done that, and they're like, well, we're not going to go change it to actually make it a better figure, because we can wait 5 more years and just do another one, and it'll have that. And they'll be like, well, you gotta go buy this. But I mean, look at that. If you're going to make a 3D print kit for that, it's not going to necessarily be easy to do. That is luckily on a screw and not a pin, so that can be unscrewed, but you're probably going to have to cut out some area on there to have to glue in another area or do something on that, because that's so stupid, honestly. And the arms have a swivel there. These do have a swivel on the arm, but it's at the like top of the forearm there where it joins into that area. The arms also can move up like that as well, and then, like I said and went over many times, it can do that, which is, I cannot comprehend why they didn't do that. That's so frustrating. And the legs, I'm actually going to be doing a Frankenstein thing at the end of this video. I want to see if it's very possible, which these are on screws. There's 2 screws here, and there is 1 screw on this. I'm wondering, I have to bet that there's a mushroom peg in there holding both of those on as my tripod is failing and pissing me off. I bet there's a mushroom peg in there. If I unscrew that, I wonder if these legs can go on the original figure. Because, honestly, I mean, yeah, it would look a little bit weird proportionally, but it would really bring this old figure. Like, that's the main thing it's missing is that. I mean, of course, you do have a little ball joint on the head that you can, like, barely move the head on this. But, I mean, that's not... You're not really doing a whole lot with that. Also, these horns are rubberized. I mean, it's probably safety regulations, but like I said, they were literally... When I got this, it was in tank mode in the original. Like when I bought this the first time, it literally had no horns. They were not in the package at all. It was, oh my God, I was so mad. But yeah, those just peg on like that. I bet someone will have a 3D print thing that like makes the horns look toy accurate to the original. They're massive like that. But yeah, these are all right. You know, I would kind of wish they weren't rubberized because who knows how it's going to age. You know, they got to have the stuff down pat. And like I said, that's loose. That would be hard to tighten up because it's, like I said, it's not a ball joint or anything. Even a ball joint right there, that would still be kind of pissy because it's leader class, but it would be better to be able to move it back and forth than to not. But I've also calmed down and done custom paint work. I don't know if I said that at the beginning of this clip. Hopefully people are still staying tuned. I do kind of like that detail that they kept from the original here of those like gauntlets on the side. They almost look like Batman gauntlets, like flattened down. It's kind of cool. But yeah, the arms, they've done this also on the Blitzwing. They did that, the stupid flaps. Stupid. But yeah, that's pretty much all the articulation. You know, like I said, it's really the legs that are an upgrade. They kind of have you fooled with that because, I mean, the arms, people would think that, oh, they don't have the swivel, but I mean, they do have a swivel. It's just in a different spot. But all in all, let's get these into vehicle mode finally. In vehicle mode, here we go, finally. So right here, I do not actually have the Leader 1 Minicon that came with the original Armada Megatron. It's pretty sad, but I'm also not going to pay $20 just for a Minicon. So here they are. I will say the new one does roll better. It rolls better, but I mean, it's not like this rolls bad. It's just tires are a little bit less like rounded. These have a lot more rounded, so of course they're easier to do. But, yeah, overall, you know, I don't know if something's broken in mine. I kind of remembered this having some friction to it, but it has, like, none. And, did the sounds I was gonna say, hey, did the sounds finally stop working? No, he's gonna keep doing that. But, let's see some of the Minicon interactivity on the original, because there is so much of it on the original here. So, this flips out. You can, of course, put a Minicon on there and slide them up and down on that slider. Don't know really what that's all about. And then up here we have one. This one of these does these, flips them out, so I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Oh. That's a pretty cool sound effect, actually. That's Minicon activated. Okay, so that goes there. I think this... Hold on. Son of a bitch! Damn! Okay, that has to go over and to the side to fire them. Oh. Okay, I didn't think this was going to be that hard, but that's supposed to flip forward and do shit, but it's probably broken or something. I mean, Jesus Christ. Decepticon attack! And I'm not even David K's voice, because we'd have to pay him. Okay. So then another cool one on the side here is this little hook that pops out and can grab a... I mean, I don't really know what kind of Minicon you're necessarily grabbing. I guess I thought I could grab it and pull it on the inside there, but I guess it's not big enough. So let's say there's a little Minicon that goes up here. Let's pretend he's in his vehicle mode. He drives up there and you can grab him and like capture him, I guess. So you can do that with the original here. Slide that back on in there. Put this flap back up. Pop that back in. This, of course, has none of that. There's no flaps on here. There's not a Minicon port on here, like I've said like 58 times in this video. But yeah, that's pretty abysmal. These flaps don't even open, like for pretend on here. They're like all on springs. I think there's even a button here. Yes, there is a button. Like I said, I knew there were more hidden Minicon ports on here. I knew it. Yeah, there's 3 more. So like 13 Minicon ports on the original Megatron. Jesus Christ. He wanted to get loaded up. But yeah, I knew there was more hidden on here somewhere, and that's just where they are. That's what all those flaps are, and I love how they burst open on springs. It's epic. So yeah, let's reset them. They have to be reset in a certain way, and I just messed it up. There's the center one that goes down. Oh, bitch. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. That locks them all in. So yeah, this one is supposed to be a cool gimmick. Maybe it was, I don't know if it's broken or just messed up. I'm going to attempt it one more time, and if not, I'm going to move on. So this, okay. I keep stopping it with my hand. Jesus Christ, is it hard enough to do? Okay, in and over. Okay, I guess I have to fire them manually then, I guess? Oh my God, Christ. Oh yeah. Those are individually fired. Okay, there we go. I'm just freaking stupid. I'm so used to the one on freaking Hot Shot that automatically fires. I thought that's what that one did. But I forgot. Let's not lose the missiles, as one just rolled under the... rolls under the review stand. Let's not lose that. Alright, there's the pincers, there's the front. You have painted headlights, painted silver around there, painted silver around there. So, I mean, the details are pretty close in vehicle modes. That's trans clear plastic for the light there that lights up red. And then over here, I don't know why none of these were actually molded in Decepticon symbols. I think that would have looked better if those were actually molded in, but they're all just tampographed on, except for, like I said, that one doesn't even have one tampographed on there in the center. And I'm almost 100% sure that the animation model has one there that's like molded in, that has some detail there. I don't know why they didn't do that. I mean, I could be wrong. Could just be Mandela effect in my head right now picturing it, but yeah. And there is a separation here on the tank. There is not too much separation here, like they click together. It kind of unpopped because I was moving that around a bunch. But yeah. And when I had them in robot mode, I didn't show any super modes or anything. I will do size comparisons when I transform them back. I'm of course not going to do that on camera because this video is already too damn long. But yeah, let's fire this. Let's see if I can get it to fire better than I did in robot mode. Yes, I can. Okay, I think in robot mode it was getting caught up on his chest. So yeah, that's a friction missile. The other ones are not friction missiles. There's springs in there. So there we go. That, I think I've went over all the connectivity. There's one more Minicon port here. It might make a special sound, like for leader 1 or something to go there. Oh, yeah. So you could pretend like you're going... Yeah. Okay, let's get off. Okay, so yes, there you go. That's vehicle mode. I will say the original is definitely better in vehicle mode because there's just so much to do. This isn't even Minicon activated. It's just a straight up button. I love that. I mean, it pops open so powerfully. So that's really cool. I knew they weren't going to do anything like that on this. For a modern leader class figure, I will say he does have some heft, even though he's like a little bit over half the weight of this one. It does have a decent amount of heft to it, but like I said, it doesn't have a Minicon, no Minicon ports. It's just pisses me off. It's loose. It doesn't have the right shoulder movement that it needs to actually be a full upgrade over the original. But yeah. Let's get back into robot mode. Then I'm going to show that customization thing that I was talking about. And then we will wrap up this video. Also, size comparisons. I know this was all over the place. Please tell me in the comments, type Armada Megatron if you've made it this far in the video. That'd be great if you did. More quick thing in vehicle mode. The back of the vehicle modes here. So the feet actually end up in different places. These are just flat like that, and these you see the top of the feet. They do both still have that black paint on the inside there for the venting. There you go. There's that little detail. It would have been nice if those 3 stripes were also picked out in silver, how they were on this side, but they didn't do that. But yeah, there's the backs. You still do see his legs in there as well. I might as well record myself doing the transformations of these, because why not? They're both somewhat simple, and they're somewhat similar as well. So let's start on the new one here. So let's pop them panels. They're just kind of somewhat clipped in there, and then they're somewhat clipped in on those black parts there. So let's pop the legs down. Let's pop these legs down. They are notch joints. They're not ratchet joints, how I initially thought they were. You'd hear it ratcheting more. They're just notch joints. Come on there. And feet are definitely stiff popping into place. Turn that around. And they both have waist rotation. I mean, that was pretty evident already, but yeah, they both have that. Let's pop them down, pop them down. The shoulders just move down like that. Of course, the freaking antler, horn, whatever you want to call it, just popped off. Come on! Of course, it's really stiff getting it down, but then the shoulder pylons themselves are loose as hell. And then this, that really should be on a slider. It really couldn't have been that much harder to engineer it actually on a slider. Only would have made sense. Okay. Put his horn back on there. The arm flaps are pretty much exactly the same as they were on the original, except like I said, those are shorter now, so his hands flip in. They could have really just did away with that whole thing and not even had to worry about trying to put flaps on there that they didn't even do, that they should have at least, and just had the hands out how they were on the original. You'll see here in a second. And then the pylons also would have been longer, and that would have looked better too. So there you go. Let's get out of there. Come on, come on. Wondering why I have my nails at a point. This is why. It's easier to flip out all these panels. All right. So there he's back in robot mode already in 1 minute and 49 seconds. Let's get him. He's even a little bit more simplified on him. His legs literally just pop down like that. Bam, bam. Flip them around. Flip these feet up like that. Flip the feet up. Put his ankle spurs out. His shoulders don't even go anywhere. His arms flip out from there in their entirety. And like I said, I mean, those flaps, it's just the same engineering on the new one. Without ratchet joints, of course. And the camera, I don't know why. I need to get a new tripod. This one's just getting old and floppy and pissing me off. All right. So here they are, both back in robot mode. All right. So yeah, I mean, that definitely bothers me a little bit less now that I've put the custom black paint on there. But let's get some size comparisons, new and old. Let's get them. And the new one, I was wrong in saying millimeters. I meant to say centimeters. But I'd say he's about half a head smaller. Shorter at the head, and of course the pylons are much shorter. So yeah, there's that. Let's actually get the real size comparisons out right now. Okay, went and got a bunch of size comparisons, new and old. I'm gonna organize them all up, put them next to each other, but let's move them out of the way for now, and then I'll put them up there as I talk about them. So right off the bat, we have the original Armada Prime, and I know earlier in the video I called freaking Megatron Prime because when I get pissed off, my mind just gets fluttered and pissed. But yeah, that's what he's looking like next to him. There's that. I don't have the new one. I don't. Not yet. Hopefully at some point. I'd love for it to go on sale on Amazon. There he is next to Armada Cyclonus. So, I mean, all these are still going to relatively look well because he's a little bit shorter, especially the pylons. That's really what bothers me most. I can't iterate it enough. That pisses me off. But yeah, there's that. Here is Demolisher. He's a little bit taller of a deluxe, classic size deluxe. And then a newer figure right here, modern deluxe. Yep, at about the waist. And then a core class right there. So yeah, that's some size comparisons for you. And then we're also going to throw up Starscream here, and I've added a Minicon port to him to actually have his Minicon, because, wow, it just couldn't do it. It just couldn't do it. I mean, that was literally the whole entire thing of Armada was Minicons and Minicon interactivity. I could understand them not doing some of the gimmicks and features of the Minicons, but at least having them present would make complete sense. But yeah, that looks pretty good. So yeah, there's that. Overall thoughts, like I said, I'm very torn on this figure. You know, in some aspects it's a step up, in some aspects it's a step backwards. So, I mean, I know a lot of people are just going to say this is completely better than the original in every way. It's not. It's not even blinding nostalgia of the original. Like I said, the legs on this are abysmal, but we're about to do an experiment and see if these legs can be Frankensteined onto here, if this inner mushroom peg is the same size on those legs, because the crotches look pretty similar in size. So We're about to find out. So if you stayed tuned to the end, this is your surprise. I'm going to go get a screwdriver, and you will see if it can be done. Well, folks, this was a fail pretty soon on. Sadly, the construction of these is way different. I don't know why I was half thinking that was going to work. But, yeah, this is also, to disassemble this any further, I'd have to completely take apart the legs on the guy just to get the freaking pelvis off, which is so stupid. It's probably not the same. I kind of thought there was going to be, like, a mushroom peg in there, and that those two pieces were just holding it on there. And I kind of thought that was going to be the case with the original, too. I mean, it might be. Maybe this is open to case study on to see if this is even possible. But, yeah, I'm not going to be disassembling the entire legs on the original. I can't get those pieces to just slide off, so there's probably a completely different locking thing that keeps those legs on than just those screws there. And it probably involves taking the entire part of the legs apart, which I'm not doing, as I've stated. So sadly, we cannot see the amalgamation. I mean, the purples are different, but if it ended up working out and the proportions didn't look like too crazy, then, I mean, that'd probably be worth it to upgrade the legs if that was possible. But, yeah, there you go. Sadly, that did not work. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much. Please be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're not already. And have a great day. I know this was all over the place, but yeah, let's get back in the swing of making these videos. Peace. Bye-bye. Honestly, another mind-boggling thing that I've discovered about this, look it on the box. It has the black paint on the treads right there to blend that in, and then on the other side it has it like that. What is going on here? Honestly.